got the X, I got the X. Maybe you thought you won, but I'm still undefeated.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm XYZ here, and today is a very special video. Now, as you guys know, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, I finished the Nothing to Something, and I mean, it's just kind of like emotional that like I'm completely done with this big series that like all you guys have loved and enjoyed so much. And I mean, we got this amazing car that we finished with, just looks so awesome. But I mean, it's just kind of crazy to just think back and remember the times when I had only like a 10 key value inventory, and to think that after just a couple months of like 30 something episodes, you guys loved it and like so much, and it just surprises me to see how far we've actually come to get where we were at this point. Now, today we are going to be doing an inventory showcase, so I'm gonna skip through all the unpainted stuff. I'm just gonna do painted only, just so it highlights the really good stuff I got. Like, I mean, I didn't end with any mystery decals at all, which is very surprising for the value of inventory and quantity of items that we got. But let's take a look at our first items. Okay, guys, so we are starting it off by looking at all of the rare decals. Now, this is quite a bit of painted decals. Now, I have Striker white and orange Christmas trees, which those look really good if I use the anodized as the secondary color and I make it look kind of golden, you know, make it pop, like really good. You guys have probably seen a few of those pictures. If you guys have checked out my Discord channel, big plug right now, go check out my Discord channel, because all the time when you guys are looking for cool builds, I try to make a cool car, and I just post it in the showcase channel, and you guys can post your cars in the showcase channel as well, just to, you know, show off what you have, maybe give other people some good ideas on designs, what works well together, you know, all that. But I have used quite a few of these rare decals, actually, the painted rare decals, in those cool cars. So if you guys are looking for any cool ideas, just go check out the Discord. And for all you guys that are already in the Discord, thank you very much. It is very appreciated of you guys. And now looking at the other Striker painted decals, we have Black Griffin. Looks amazing. Probably my second favorite decal. Maybe third favorite. I don't know. Pink Striker Griffin. Also pretty clean. Pretty clean. And then these two Lone Wolves. Again, the orange and the white, like the Christmas trees, which I can make it look kind of golden. Okay, and next we have a Striker Black Dominus MDGA. Now, this one, I have seen very few of these. I got it for only like 1 key, I think, so I mean, it looks really good. And I used to main the Dominus before I got the white octane, so I mean, anything that's good on the Dominus that looks pretty cool, I use. And I mean, it suited me pretty well. And then, of course, we get into all of my Thanatoses I have. I just love the Thanatos. It's probably my favorite rare decal. Like, the Lone Wolf is good, but the Thanatos just looks even better. Like, as you guys can see right there on the background, it just looks so good. And I mean, the White Striker, just amazing. And then I have quite a few other Strikers, actually. Burnt Sienna, Forest Green, Pink, Purple, and Sky Blue as well. And then I have a few other non-striker. I mean, I have a Victor Orange. I mean, it's good, but like not striker. So I mean, same with black, just Paragon, and then Sky Blue and Saffron unpainted. Because I mean, I have almost a full set, regardless of certifications, and I mean, it's just pretty cool. Like, I don't always need striker on a car. I just want something that matches. You know, Thanatoses are always a good to go to. Octane decal. Okay, getting into the painted very rares. I know there aren't that many of these, surprisingly, but we did end up on finishing with a Striker Orange Gaiden wheel. Looks pretty good with my Striker Orange Octane, which we'll get into later. They match pretty well. I have 3 Striker painted Grimalkins, and I mean, these things are exceedingly rare, and now that the Haunted Hallows is retired, these things will continue to grow in rarity, and demand may go up in the next few months. We'll have to see if these were actually a good investment or not, depending on if a collector is trying to get the full set. Then, of course, we have the normal black and white, just sweeper on the white, but I mean, that doesn't really add any value to it. Next, we have a striker white hex phase. Just amazing to think that we got a striker white hex phase. I mean, we have so many good striker painted items that like this is going to be a sick inventory to just be able to hang on to and customize stuff. I mean, it's honestly, some people are considering me to be a collector for all the striker items I have. I have two striker black peppermints. One is what we actually got from the series. Another is someone that donated to me after the series was over. Big thanks, man. Like, I'll put the trade right up here. Yeah, but that's just like very generous of the guy that gave it to us. Like, very generous to donate such a rare item. And I mean, he knew that I like striker, and that's why he gave it to me. So big thank you, man. And then next we have Striker Gray Peppermint. Not too bad, not too good. White Peppermint. These things look really good. I wish I had one of them in Striker, but whatever. Another Striker Painted Revenant. Good for long-term investments, seeing the Haunted Hallows are retired and will grow in rarity and value. White and Crimson Striker SLKs. They're okay. I mean, they're not the best wheel in the game, obviously, but they're still pretty rare. A few striker painted Spiralis. These actually look really nice. Like the gray striker Spiralis surprisingly looks really nice with a white octane. Because I mean, it looks like glowing white. The gray. I don't know why. But let's get into the imports now. Surprisingly, we actually have quite a bit of painted imports. Like as you guys see, I'm scrolling through. We have a lot of them compared to the very rares where we had very few of them. But let's just kind of go down the list. I'll mainly only mention the striker ones just so it doesn't take a lot of time. So we have two striker white Animus GPs. These are really rare, really nice card to have. I actually kind of like them. I've used them a little bit before. I don't know. I mean, the Animus isn't a very popular car, but it looks pretty clean if you're looking for like a race car kind of look. And then I have a lot of striker painted cauldrons, including the white and black, which only have like 3 in existence of each color, I believe. So these are like extremely rare. And I mean, I know they aren't worth a ton. Not many people are collecting the cauldrons, but still, just for like a kind of a collector like me, a guy that I enjoy Striker White and Striker Black items just because of the insane rarity. To be able to have these is just like pretty cool. I mean, I use them occasionally, not often, but they do look pretty clean on the car. Um, and next we have Striker Saffron Sentio, not too big. A few other minor Striker orange items. Orange I've been getting a lot of because it looks good, like with the goldish kind of look, and I am looking to possibly get a gold rush in the near future. So, I mean, having a lot of Striker Orange items to be able to match that is just a good preparation. And since I got them cheap, I mean, why not? Striker Gray Flamethrower looks very white, looks really nice on the car. When I used to have the Striker White Dracos, it matched it pretty well. Kind of sad I had to let the Striker White Dracos go, though. But I mean, we got a White Wonderment Striker out of it, basically, so very good deal there. Striker Black Ion. This is from so many episodes ago. I think like episode like between 10 and 20. Like I had one video where like this is the highlight, and at the time this was like extremely rare. Only like 1 or 2 existed. I'd never seen it before, and it was during the hype of the Black Ion being the mythical invisible boost. Like everybody probably remembers that time like a few months ago when there was the big hype around the Black Ion. That was during this time, and it was just insane to have it. But I mean, now of course there's been more of them. There's probably like maybe 5 of these that exist, so it's still a very rare item. And next, we're looking at a couple striker painted lightnings, orange and gray. So I mean, the gray is like a knockoff of the white, still looks very clean, just not as bright as the white. And the orange striker lightning, of course, if I get Gold Rush in the future, I wouldn't be needing a boost, but it's still good for now just to match all my other Striker Orange items if I'm looking for a goldish looking car, which occasionally I do. And then just like the Orange Striker Lightning, we have the Burnt Sienna Striker Magic Missile, which, I mean, looks pretty golden. I like it a lot. Same with the Striker White, looks very nice, very nice. And the Force Green's just one that's like good for a collection, you know, looks pretty good. But I mean, I'm not really a Force Green kind of guy, so I don't really know. And then next we have some really rare Striker White bodies. We have a Striker White Mantis, and then 3 striker white mercs. Now the mercs are like extremely rare. Like they're just as rare as the striker white octanes technically, if you look at the statistics of things, because the chance of getting a merc in striker white is the same as the chances of getting a striker white octane. So they're technically just as rare as a striker white octane, but there isn't as high of a demand for them, so they aren't worth as much. Like obviously. And then I have a few other striker painted octanes along with, of course, the striker white octane, which I mean I've had this for so long. I have 3,000, almost 3,300 shots on goal with it. It's just insane. I've never had an item where I've gotten this many shots on it. Just shows how much I actually use this. Like, this is my favorite car. Like, I've never, ever been more in love with a car before. Like, it's just insane. A few striker painted plasmas, orange, cobalt, and black. Pretty good overall. Excuse me. A striker white power shot. Looks very clean, very nice. I got it pretty cheap, I'd say. So, I mean, it's very nice to use. I don't really have much of a boost that I'm like solidified on. I switch often between the striker white Helios, the striker black standard, and my newer striker white power shot. I switch between those every couple days. I mean, I don't really know. I don't have a favorite boost yet. And next, we're looking at 3 striker painted Saptarishis. I have the white, orange, and lime. The white just looks amazing with the striker white octane. That matches it so well. Not much else I can say about it. Striker black standard. Holy, this is my like probably my favorite boost by far, because I mean, most pros use like a standard or a painted standard, anything like that, or of course Gold Rush. But I mean, Striker Black Standard, it looks really nice. It's really dark, hard to see. It sounds, I mean, the standard boost sounds pretty good. I mean, it's really nice. And I mean, to be able to have this in Black and Striker, it's just awesome. And of course, you guys all know I had stocked up on tons of Striker painted tachyons, expecting the Turbo Crate to have retired 4 months ago. Actually, I think it's 5 months ago, as Psyonix promised. Psyonix had promised that now, when a crate is released, it will retire 6 months later. Turbo Crate was released almost a year ago. I think it's up to 10 months, maybe 11 months. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's 10 months though. But these things, if Psyonix pushed it back to a year after release, these things are going to be getting retired soon. And I have nearly a full set. I have 3 purples, 3 crimsons, 3 cobalts, I think. Yeah, 3 cobalts, 2 blacks. I mean, that's just a ton of striker painted tachyons. And I mean, if they retire, I hope maybe a collector might hit me up, want to buy all these. But that's about it for the tachyons. Just pretty good long-term investment, I think. And then striker sky blue and white thermal. Also, really nice boost, like just like the striker black standard. Looks good, but I mean, the striker thermals are just like a bit big when you drive around with them and are using them. So I mean, it kind of gets in the way of like going up for aerials. So I don't use it as much, just because like competitive purposes. But I mean, let's go on over to the striker painted exotics. But that's about it. Okay, guys, we're over in all the painted exotics. I just want to say before we get into it, I currently am buying stuff for Rusher. The 3 Cobalt Loopers, the 4 Sky Blue Pulses, and I believe that is it, are all technically belonging to him. So those aren't actually mine. So now when we take a look at all the striker painted exotics, we have a few ARAs, not too big of a deal. A few discotheques, not too big of a deal, but then striker white discotheque, amazing wheel, awesome to have. I just love it. I mean, it's like a knockoff. It's like a pixelated version of the Zamba. Looks pretty good, I'd say. Definitely worth the price I paid. I paid around 100 keys for it. Definitely worth it to me, personally. A couple striker painted Dracos look very nice on the car. Striker Cobalt fidget spinner. I don't even know why I bought it. I bought it for jokes, but I mean, it was only 1 key. Why not? A few K2s. Possibility of the Striker Sky Blue K2 being removed from the game. So if that is, maybe I could get a Striker White K2 out of it. That would be amazing. But the Striker Black K2 looks very nice on the car. Force green is kind of meh. I mean, like, it's a K2 still. But next we have a few Striker painted Kalos. On my main account, I have the white. So the crimson, sky blue, and forest green being able to match in that once I combine my inventories will be a pretty good collection to be able to look at. Striker orange Lobos, Striker orange Loopers. I love these things really good. They look like goldish, like really well. They look really gold, and I just like them. I like how they are decorated. Two Striker forest green Loopers. Don't know why I have two. I got them both relatively cheap, I believe. So I mean, why not? Maybe a collector down the road will be offering a lot for him to finish his set. Who knows? Striker white photons. We got these in the deal with the Striker Crimson Wondermints for the Photons plus Striker Crimson Apex, which was pretty good profits. It was about an even deal, but for what I paid for the Wondermints, it was really good profits, as you guys probably saw. The Striker Pink Roulettes, never really was able to sell these. I was asking 8 keys. Nobody really wanted them. I mean, pink is kind of a meh color. I sold the orange ones to Rusher for 8 because with them being recolored soon, hopefully, um, he's probably going to be making tons of profit off those if he gets any, like, because I mean, even if he gets a minor color, he might lose like 1 or 2 keys value, but with the odds of getting a better color is very high, so he has a high chance of profiting off of that. Um, we have a bunch of Striker painted turbines. Cobalt, forest green, gray looks very similar to the white, just a little bit darker. Sky blue and lime. I like all these really well. They're really clean, like kind of not super fancy, but not like kind of really dull. They just are really bright and look very nice on the car. And I mean, they're relatively cheap, so I like them. I like them. We have a couple Striker painted voltaics, both player's choice crate, which means they're worth more than the CC2 due to being fully removed from the game. And I mean, they look really nice on the car. I mean, I've just been using kind of other wheels at the moment. Of course, the Striker White Wondermints. I cannot get over these. Like, these things are so rare. Currently, I can confirm that 6 exist. There's a possible 7th unless like there could be a 7th if someone got them from a crate or trade up, never posted them anywhere or never had any information come out to the market about them. It's possible, but very unlikely that that would have occurred. And then I also have the Striker Purple Wondermints, but of course once I mix both of my inventories at the end, I will have a full Striker Wondermint set. And to finish off the exotics, we have a CC4 Striker Black Zamba. Very nice wheel, very clean, very dark. And I mean, probably one of my favorite wheels in the game, Black Zambas. I mean, the white Wonderments though, they're like they've just been so amazing. Like, I mean, just look at them; they look so nice, and surprisingly, they're really cheap right now. I don't get why people like haven't realized they're underpriced right now. If they start going up to their actual like what they look like for what their value, they're gonna go up in value. So I mean, if people start to realize that, they could go up in value. Um, let's take a look at the limiteds. I have gray and crimson striker painted apexes. These are very nice to have, look very clean on the car. Two normal apexes. I bought these just as like kind of investments. Also, these are my favorite colors in apexes. The pink and the burnt sienna, because like the burnt sienna is goldish and the pink just looks kind of clean, really nice. I just like it. I don't know why. This Helios belongs to Rusher, so I don't actually have this. A bunch of striker painted Helioses though. I have white, black, sky blue, gray, two crimson, cobalt, burnt sienna, all in striker, which is just, I believe, at least half of the set. Very valuable to have, really nice. And then of course my striker white Dominus RLCS, which if you guys ever see me in game and you want to know if it's really me, I will either have one of these two things on. I will either be using the white octane, the striker white octane, with just a mix of something to make it look nice. Or if I'm using a Dominus, I will have a Striker White Dominus RLCS on. So that's two big indicators on if it's the real me in game, because I know some of you guys like have seen me in game and start freaking out with like, "Oh my gosh, are you the real XYZ?" And it's just like, I'm getting mobbed by my fans again. Nah, I'm just kidding. I love when you guys are all in game and you see me and it's just like showing all the love and support. That's what makes my day all the time when I'm just playing ranked. If like I've been on a losing streak and like I'm bummed out and like one of you guys recognizes me and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I love your videos." I love that stuff. I love that stuff. Now, I don't think I had any black markets. Let's check. Oh, I completely forgot about these. I had 3 striker black markets. Of course, these are the cheaper ones, 2 labyrinths and a biomass, but I mean, they're all in striker, pretty nice to have. I don't know. I mean, ah, it's just kind of sad to say goodbye to this series. Like, we're done with the showcase probably about 10 minutes after recording this and uploading it. I'm going to be mixing my 2 inventories. And I mean, that's just going to be insane. Do you guys want to see an inventory showcase of both of my inventories mashed together? Like, would you guys want to see that? I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if you guys want to see an inventory showcase of both of my inventories mixed together. If you do, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave all of your comments, support, any questions you have, any recommendations, any advice you have down in the comments. Just, anything. I always try to check up on comments on the latest video, so if I haven't posted a newer video, I'll hopefully be responding to comments on this video. But thank you all for watching. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. Peace out.